Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's update on the 30-gallon mixed reef aquarium. And in this video, I've got a few things to talk about. I've done a few things with the tank. So it's just going to be a normal update. So as you can see, if you saw my last update, that I got loads of new SPS corals. So mainly aquaporas, and I've got some zoas as well in here. So I'm going to show you all the ones that I glued. But I glued all the corals in the tank, apart from two I managed to wedge in between some rocks and that. So we'll start over here with the green millipora. Really nice coral. This was on a frag plug, but it did come off that, so I kind of just pulled it off and glued it straight onto the rock there. It's a really nice coral this. I like the really long green tentacles that it has, and hopefully this starts basing out of the bottom first, and then it will start growing. This aquapores do, most aquapores anyway, do have a really nice growth pattern. The polyps are a little bit in on that, but hopefully they should start coming out over the next few days or to a week. And this one here, this is also a really nice one. It looks better in the whites, but it's a purple aquapora. You see the polyps on the tips are starting to come out. I think they've got like a little bit of a luminous green to it. But that's doing fine. Again, I glued that on the edge there. That's doing fine there, getting good flow, good light. Hopefully that starts, well, I'm not too sure if that's going to base out. I think it might just start growing, but we'll see. And on this one, this really nice one. This is already based out, and it's already got some branches going out the sides. So I didn't glue this one. I managed to wedge it into a nice little hole. So hopefully it doesn't move. I think it can rotate, so it may rotate slightly if a snail goes on it or something. But I think it'll be alright there. I'll just keep an eye on it. And this is the largest colony that I got. And this is, I'm not really too sure on some of the names of some of these acros. So if you know any of the names of any of these, please put it in the comment section. It would really help me out. So I'm not really too sure if I'm going to keep this one. I'm 60% sure I am, but we're going to see what kind of colours it starts developing and what kind of polyps it's got. So I'm going to leave it in here for the next 3 to 4 weeks, see what it does, and yeah, I'll make my decision then. So here's the zoas in the blues, which I rarely show them in the blues. Actually, I'm mainly filming my tank in the whites, but I'm going to start mixing it up a little bit. So the two new ones that I got is those ones at the back I literally just showed, and these ones here, which I'm going to get a nice close shot up there. So if you know the names of any of these two zoas here, this one here and the ones at the back in the background there, if you know the names of them, put it in the comments, because that would really help me out. So hopefully, I think these will probably start growing within a week or two. Because they're only soft coral, they probably should kick off pretty quickly. This is the stylo, which I have finally decided to keep in the tank, because in my dad's tank, his one, yeah, it looks alright, but he runs his lights under deeper blues. So his one doesn't look as purple, but I run my lights quite like 100% white actually. So it does look really purple, and it is going to get a lot more colourful as well. And it does look, doesn't look as good on camera as well. So I think that it hasn't already based out, so that's going to have to base out a little bit first before it starts growing. And it has fallen over a little bit. It's kind of leaning on the skimmer, but I'm going to have to re-glue that in position after I've done this video. And here's the frag rack. Here's all what I'm not too sure what I'm gonna keep, or like some things I'm just gonna sell to a shop or whatever. Grow them out a little bit more. That acro on the left, that bottom left corner there, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that or not. I think it's a barley slimer, but it's like a dark green kind. I don't know if it's gonna color up anymore or whatever. But yeah, there's the frag rack. We got some forest fire digi, hammer, montipora, red digi, some zoas, and then that acro again at the bottom. Again, here's another acro. I didn't glue this one. This was just wedged in the hole there, so I don't think that will move. So that's already based out, and you can see it's got two little branches coming up. And this is one of the really nice ones. You can see the colour's really nice. So if you know the name of this, really help me out. And that one at the top there, I was thinking of moving somewhere else, but I didn't want to disturb it. I don't want to restart its settling in process, because it's really starting to recover now. It's starting to colour up now. The polyps are getting really extended. So I'm just going to leave it alone for the next month or two and see what it does. What I'm zooming in on now is a piece of coralline. So I showed in the last video, last one or two videos, The Coraline is starting to pepper up on the back wall, so that's some big bit there, and it's getting bigger and bigger day by day. I can actually see growth on it, and it's really, so you can see all these purple dots all over the back wall. There's a big bit down there in the bottom left corner there, right at the back there, it's a big bit. There's another big circle there, so that will just grow, and then it will just keep peppering up on the back wall. So eventually the whole back wall will no longer be black, it will just be completely purpley pink kind of colour. It'll look really, really nice. Here's a zoom in on the Polypora. This hasn't actually started to grow yet. It's been settled, polyps are out. It's really, I haven't done anything to it. It's been really happy, but it hasn't started growing just yet. But I guess it is an SPS coral. It may just need a little bit more time. Pink Hystrix is doing really well there. And the recently glued Forest Fire Digitata, you see the polyps in the middle there, which are the red dots. They need to come out more and like cover all the green bits. So it would just have green tips instead of the whole thing. You won't see the whole thing. The whole thing will be red, and then it'll just have green tips. So it will look a lot nicer. The polyps need to come out a lot more. And the Forest Fire Digi on this side is doing well, maybe not quite as good, but I mean it's been under a lot of stress coming out of the water, being broken, being glued all over the shop. So it's probably going to take about a month or two to fully come out and start growing. Blue Digis are doing really well at that point. That's not the type of coral that bases out, it just shoots straight up, so that's doing alright. Hammer coral down the bottom is doing alright, much lower flow, and it much prefers that. So you see all the corals are doing well, everything's growing, well, apart from obviously the new corals. They're going to need a month or two to settle in, with the R acros, the R fussies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them alone for as long as I can, unless they fall over or something, which I've glued all of them, so, well, most of them, so I doubt they're going to move, so I think they're all going to be alright. And as for flow, now I have some Aquaporas, a lot more SPS corals, and there is going to be more added as well. So you can see I've jacked my flow up to 100%, so that's 8,500 litres an hour, but the flow is quite concentrated. I would like something more wider span, like the TMC wave pumps. I think I might go for the smallest version of the TMC wave pumps. I think it's the 7,000 litre hour, or no, 8,000 litre hour pump. Eventually I might go for one of those if I need to, so we'll see in a few months whether or not I'm going to need one of those. And as for snails, here's one here. I know it looks like a bit of a boulder, but it's just because it's kind of inside its shell at the moment. But this is a Mexican turbo snail. I've got two of these in the tank. There's one right there with a bit of coralline on it at the bottom, and there's also a regular turbo snail. I think I'm going to get rid of the snails because I absolutely hate cleanup crew. Really annoying. They move corals, they climb all over everything, and they don't exactly eat that much out. Yeah, they help a little bit, but I'm dosing Vibrant, and I probably always will be, because it really helps with algae, and it's really good stuff, and it does last a long time as well. Dosing like 3 or 4, about 3 mil a day, not per day, every Friday and Monday, and it's really controlling my algae, so that's doing really well. I do need to get another RO container at some point as well, maybe something slightly bigger, 15 litre or 20 litre. That's only like a 10, I think. Yeah, about 9 or 10 litres. So here's the Vibrant bottle here. I just stored that at the back there. As for parameters, alkalinity's at 9. Actually, no, it's 8.6. I literally just checked it. It's 8.6 last time I checked it, and I have up my dose to 4 mil a day. Only 4 mil a day, which is it's really not that much. You can't really see anything on the screen. I don't know why the camera didn't pick that up. I know it looks blank, but there is actually loads of stuff all over the screen. So yeah, I'm still dosing all for Reef, 4 mil a day, keeping my alkalinity about 8.6. That's the kind of area I want to keep it at. In between 8.5 and 9 is really good. Those power bricks, they get really hot, which isn't an issue, it's just they get really warm. And nitrates, I haven't actually tested those in about a week at least, so it'll be interesting. I'm going to test those again, and I'll give you the results on next week's video. I'm going to guess they're about 3, 4-ish, but I'm going to say 3, because I think there were two, I think there were 2 or 3 last week. I'm guessing they're about the same with feeding, and everything's been around the same, so I think it's all going to be alright. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up for this week. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Next week, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do for it yet. I would like to add some more content with me actually doing stuff in the tank instead of doing it and then just showing it after I've done it, because I just want to get things a little bit more exciting, you know, when you watch me do something. Like when I'm adding a new fish, I always film that, because it's just something a little bit more to watch, you know, it's a little bit more entertaining. So I'm going to start doing that now. So I'll see you guys next week with, I have no idea what video, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye.